Hello Automators, today we are going to continue our journey into GHL plus N8N. This is going to be episode 3, and today we're going to follow up on building the website, which we're going to look at here in just a minute, but I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks on how to gather the information quickly, and we're going to look at some of the changes and applying those to our website. I will say this, in the boring parts, I'm not going to talk, I'm going to 2x it, so you can see it happening, but you don't have to watch, you can always slow it down. If you're interested in learning about AI, automation, go high level, how they all work together, and how to use these tools to 10x, 100x, 1000x your solo business, your small business, your service business, my school AI Automation Elite is all about that. We focus on tools that you use, not just really cool animations and automations and things like that. So we try to find the tools and build the tools that make you the most money with the least amount of work. If you're interested in learning and following along with this series and other series that we have available, I do provide my community members with the $97 per month sub account at a much lower price. Right now it's $27 a month for my community. And I will also include an N8N practice account so that you can get your feet wet, try it out without having the large investment, and really build something that matters first, then upgrade as you need to. Okay, we're going to hop right back to where we left off, and if everybody remembers, or in the last episode, it'll be listed somewhere. We were right here. We made this change, awesome marketing. We did make sure that it was deployed and live for the world. And now we're going to look at a couple of upgrades. So the first thing we want to do is, let's look this over. We have a logo, some kind of background, an image, another image. This looks like it's just a background color. A few more images in here, Greenleaf Organics, Fusion Tech, interesting things there. Then we have a couple of profiles, meet the professionals, so this would be team related, and then we have the logo again here. So the first thing I want to do is make the logo. Now I recommend Ideogram with their free account. I'm going to show you one real quick, and you can use any tool you want. Nano Banana is really awesome. We're going to use that to generate these images. But I do like Ideogram for things that involve text. So I'm going to hop over here real quick. I generated this. Now, obviously, this image is not the right size. You're going to need to crop this. Now, you can download it, take it to a cropping website. You can crop it with Canva or Adobe, however you want. But I'm going to do the easy, simple way right now. I use this tool called Awesome Screenshot. It has this selector. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball it for now. Actually, I'm going, that's no good. I want to change that. Let's try it one more time. I'm going to make it a little bit more concise. There we go. Great. Now, I can save this or download this. I can just save the image as, and that will pop up. I'm just going to call this GHL logo. All right, and I'm going to save that and open that up so I can get to it. All right, now I'm going to close that. We're also going to go to AI Studio, so let's just open that up. We're also going to be using AI Studio to generate the images, so we'll just have that open. And the next thing I want to do is come back over here, and I want to start with this logo. Now, when I click on this logo right here, notice it's this whole navigation. And when I look around for it, there's a lot of things here, but our brand logo is down here. Okay? And so what I need to do is click on here, drag my logo over. Once it is there, I'm going to insert the media. And notice it changed right off the bat. Now, this is a problem. It doesn't look too good there. So what I want to do, let's click on that one more time. Let's see, do we have, I don't think we have any editing tools inside of here. So what I'm going to do is run over to Canva. I'm looking to see here, so it looks like width 180. I'm not sure what the height is. Let's see. Let's try 50 and see what that gets us. Maybe that's a little too much. 40. Looks like maybe that's about 180 and 40. So in Canva, they have a free one as well. We're going to, and we want custom size, width 180, height by 40. So we end up having to size it anyway. So here it is. I'm going to grab my logo and bring it over and make this full screen. We'll see how close we came to being right. Pretty close. So I'm going to center it there. All I'm going to do is background remover, and I'm going to remove that background. I'm going to download it once more. And here I want to make sure that I have a transparent background. All right, now what I'm going to do is just switch these out. So I'll click on here. I'm going to delete this one. That way I don't get them mixed up. And now I'm going to grab the new one and bring it in. And what we want to do, so we have some options here. We want to rename this because this is a terrible name. And so I'm going to say GHL spell plus N8N logo. All right, that way it has some SEO with it. And now we're going to insert that. And so now we have the background that matches that. If we scroll all the way down, come down here, we have to do the same thing. So let's grab that. And now we don't have to upload. We can just grab and insert. All right, we've made good progress. Now, these colors kind of match, which I didn't really mean for, but that works. Now, here's the next thing I want to show you. You can come down through here one step at a time if you like and grab these, but using that awesome screenshot tool again, I'm going to save this. Okay, so this is telling us global. We don't need that again. I'm going to publish that, and I'm going to go right back over to our awesome screenshot. Now when I get this, we'll have a logo in there. And I'm going to go to awesome screenshot, and this time I'm going to say full page. What it's going to do is it's going to scroll and grab the pages, and we're going to use this nice little add a number feature. All right, so here it is. I'm going to click edit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, right here, the number, I'm going to put a number with each image. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just going to scroll down any of the images that I want to change. I think that's good for now. Now when I say done and I grab this image, right now I'm going to go to ChatGPT, and we need to make our company profile. We need to have some information about it. So I'm going to type the prompt real quick. I'll let you look at it when we're done. So I have this simple prompt right here, and I'm going to go ahead and run that. What it's going to do is just generate some company data that we're going to use with our pictures and for our copy. It it says 27 seconds, more like about 9 minutes. I finally stopped it, said continue, and had it get started. So this is our sample company data. Now, normally you would want to give it more of your personal information as far as your company, but this is pretty good. All right, Automation Labs, it added labs, but let's see here, specializes in workflow, and you can kind of see different things related to that. We're going to use this sample data to build our copy and our images. Okay, so now we're going to give it another prompt. All right, great. So what I did was now I copied the image we made and gave it another simple prompt. I'll leave it here for a second. There we go. So you can take this prompt or something similar, and we're going to go ahead and generate that. Now what we want it to do is write 1 through 6. So here we go. We have these nice prompts. Now we've given it another prompt to generate the background image. Good catch. All right. So here it is. Here is our background image and our 6 images. Now what we can do, I'm going to go ahead and close and come over here. And we're going to go try Nano Banana. And let's just start with the background. And we're going to take that and say, create the following prompt. All right, so here's our first image. All right, now this is the background prompt. I don't like this for a background image. Okay, let's see here. This should be a better background. Okay, so let's just go ahead and tell it. Okay, that's better. I like that. Now we're just going to work our way through. So I'm going to speed this up so you can watch it, but you don't have to pay attention. All right, back to normal time. That took a few minutes, but not that much. Now we want to do a couple more things before we give it the copy. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and let's grab our background image that's going to be up at the top there. All right, so now we're just going to tell it to pick us some hex codes that kind of match this, and we'll have the entire. So we'll end up picking a couple of these. This is kind of hard to tell, but deep purple, bright violet, warm orange. I like the sounds of these right here, the accent colors, so we'll go with one of these and some of these. The next thing I need to do is download all of my images from here, and we can do that just clicking this. Just speed it up and download all of these real fast. So the next thing we need to do is we'll just click on one image here. Come right over here. We're going to try this anyway. We're going to see if we can just drag all of them and get them at one time. Excellent. Now let's rename these. So notice this has this background color gradient on here. And so let's use one of our colors. And I like the sounds of this warm orange. But we can pick the different colors that we want. Okay, so I went ahead and just chose the color. We'll come back and work with that. I'm going to go through now and change all the images. So now we've replaced all of those. Now we can come through and make some color changes, and we just grab the new copy. So let's just refresh this. And so now that it's refreshed, wow, that looks crooked to me, but I know it's just the way the laptop is setting in the image. But once again, we're just going to grab the entire image. Once we have that, we can go back over here. All right, so we gave it a simple prompt where we said, use the information you have. And now it's going to go down and rewrite our entire page for us. You wouldn't want to normally just take this on blind faith. It does give you a really good starting spot, all right? And so what I'm going to do, start here at the top. And I'm going to move this to another screen just so it's a little bit easier for me to copy. And we're just looking at it right here. Once again, I'm going to speed it up. Okay, so you see we've gone through this quite quickly and improved this website quite a bit. I want to make this a gradient, and we turn on a gradient. So if we, and let's go with a radial. I like a radial. And let's change the end color here to our custom orange. And then let's make the text. Here we go. But I like that. And here we're going to make this one a bit dark. Too light. And same thing here. I want to change this to a gradient as well. Well, that looks kind of cool. But I'm going to go ahead and pick radial. Now, radial's in the middle. Angular that's kind of interesting. Linear, but I'm going to use radial. And again, I want to pick the color here. And I want to make this text here. And I'm going to leave these purple. Why not? But you can see the difference here. But that's much better. I want to also make this a gradient before I forget. Oh, well, that's fun. Right, so you see how you can start to play with it. Make sure that you save consistently. And if you want to double check how it looks the web, just publish it and refresh. And we're starting our website. It's coming along. Now, I'm not going to make you watch the rest of it. This is already going to be terribly long as it is. But I think you have a very good idea on how you can come in and just try out different things. But we do not have a contact us page. So what I'm going to do is work on this just a little bit more, like change this out. And our next video is going to pick up right here. Episode 4 is how to build this form. We're going to build the automation where it adds them to contacts and other things. Thank you for your time. Remember, if you like this, please like, subscribe. Feel free to come to AI Automation Elite, our community, and have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.